Добър вечер. Аз се казвам Петя Ламбова и съм част от екипа на Агенция за образование в чужбина Skylines, официален представител на NABA за България. Благодарим ви, че отделихте от времето си за тази презентация. Днес презентацията ще води Валентина Торичели, която е Area Manager за България на Академията и ще ни даде повече информация за това какво е да учите в Академията, кои са кампусите, в които се провежда обучението и какви са програмите, за които можете да кандидатствате. Ще се радваме да задавате своите въпроси в секцията, като в края на презентацията ще отговорим на абсолютно всички. Благодарим ви отново. Валентина, it is your turn.
Okay, thank you, Petya, for the introduction. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this presentation about NABA. So I will start sharing the screen. Okay, so you can see the presentation. As Petya was telling, I'm the area manager for Europe region and NABA. We are an international academy of fashion, art, and design. And actually, I would like to start this presentation showing you a short video about NABA that can give you an introduction and an overview about our academy. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so you could see a bit of images and pictures about the campus and the academy. But before going ahead and telling you more about NABA, I would like to spend some words about studying design in Italy. Because, well, as you saw, we are based in two beautiful cities that are Milan and Rome, and that are global capitals for arts, fashion, and design. And especially for students that want to study in creative fields and want to go ahead with creative careers, these are very important cities. And students can really feel surrounded by arts, by creativity, fashion, and design. And so these cities are really the go-to place for studying in this field. Especially Milan is the capital city for fashion, is known worldwide for being the capital of fashion. We have several fashion weeks during the year. We have the most prestigious fashion brands showroom that are located in the city. It's also an important city for design. We have one of the most important international design week of the world called the Salone del Mobile, which attracts every year hundreds of thousands of visitors that join Milan for this reason. And also our students have the possibility to participate to these kind of events. And Milan is like a hub of the most important design studios. It's also an important city for art. We have contemporary art galleries and exhibitions. This is a picture of the area where NABA is based. It's called Navigli, which is a really central area. We are around 30 minutes walking from the main cathedral, the Duomo. It's a really nice area, super cool area actually for the students, because it's like a university and student area. There are also other universities nearby. It's full of bars, restaurants, so a really nice area for students to stay. And the other campus we have is in Rome. Rome is the capital city of Italy. It's the capital city of Italian culture and history. In Rome, you literally find historical and archaeological sites in every corner. But beside this, you also find important contemporary architecture and contemporary art museum. So you have these both aspects. And it's also an important city for fashion. We have important events for the fashion industry like Alta Roma. We have the headquarters of important fashion brands. And it's an important city for Italian cinema. The main Italian movie studios are located in Rome. So both cities, as you can see, offer a lot of opportunities to students that want to study in these fields. What about the Academy? NABA, Nuova Accademia di Belle Arti. We were founded in Milan in 1980. We were the first private academy that was recognized by the Italian Ministry of Education, and we currently are the largest academy in Italy. We were selected by QS rankings as the best Italian Academy of Fine Arts in the field of arts and design, and we are among the top 100 universities worldwide. This is for the second year in a row, starting from 2021. And we are very proud of this achievement, because this is like the official recognition of our academic excellence and about how well we train students for the professional world. All our programs are run in Italian or in English language, and we have around 5,000 students coming from more than 90 countries. So really an international academy. The methodology, an important part of NABA philosophy. Our methodology that is focused on innovation and experimentation. So students have access to the latest technologies and can really work hands-on and experiment with projects and express their creativity. The approach is multidisciplinary. So this means that you have the possibility to share some projects and collaborate also with other departments. So for example, you are doing a project, you are studying fashion and you are doing a project in collaboration with the filmmaking students, so that because they have to do the video part of your fashion show, for example, to let understand that you have the possibility really to have a wide point of view on the field and of design in general, being an art academy. And we have a learning by doing approach. Maybe you already heard about this expression. We try to combine always theory classes with project-based lessons. So students have the chance to do practical works and projects with leading companies and design studios. All the faculty is composed by professionals that constantly bring their real expertise and experience to the school. So students work on real briefs, work on workshop in collaboration with the companies that give students real tasks. And students can also have the possibility to do internship with the company. So to give you an example of these kind of collaborations and projects, I would like now to show a video about the Design Marathon, which is a really intensive workshop. It's like a challenge where some students had to work in collaboration with a really famous brand, which is Bulgari. And well, this video will tell you more about the project they have done. Okay.
This design marathon is about metaverse. The best selection of NABA students will face this challenge that Bulgari gave us.
It's a full immersive experience where the staff of Bulgari and the NABA students will merge and work together. The main challenge, sharing the view and moving straight on to the metaverse.
Bulgari asked us to conceive a new landscape in which the brand could settle in the next future. For this reason, the young creativity of a student can be essential and a key element.
NABA has been a choice because of the focus on beauty. What type of enhanced experience can we give to our customers? And the best way to look at that is to work with people who are every day studying and looking at beauty and art.
I think this is a really nice example of the kind of, not only of collaboration, but of projects our students can work on, in this case, combining art, design, and new technologies like the idea of metaverse. So I think it's a good example to let you understand what is NABA. Our campus, this is a picture of our campus in Milan. You can see we have different buildings. We have a green area, cafeteria, a library, so different facilities for students. We have specialized labs where students spend a lot of time working on the project, so the practical part, for every area. So for example, this is the design lab for prototyping, so to work on creating prototypes basically for design, mostly interior and product design. We have different machines, 3D printers, laser cutters, and always an assistant there to help students that need to use the labs. Also for fashion, we have a fashion lab with all the sewing machines that are professional machines, that are the real machine that students will find in the profession, in the industry after the degree. In the media design part, we have the tech lab with the workstation for all the video and sound post-production, green screen for visual effects, and very proud we have a virtual studio, which is a really new technology that is using a LED wall instead of green screen to work on visual effects. This is a really new technology, and this is the first virtual set of Italy, and NABA is the only academy of fine arts in Europe to offer students this learning experience, so to offer students the possibility to work with this kind of technology. Let's see more about the academic offer. We have different levels, so we have undergraduate programs with bachelor degrees, postgraduate programs with Master of Arts or academic masters, special program like summer courses, semester abroad, or foundation year in different fields of arts and design. So we have different departments, the Department of Design, Fashion Design, Communication and Graphic Design, Media Design and New Technology, Set Design and Visual Arts. So the offer is quite wide, but these are the main areas of studies. I won't go now into details about each program. Then, of course, if you have questions, you can ask me at the end of the presentation or also on a later meeting. For the Bachelor of Arts, we have 7 different programs. So it's 3 years duration Bachelor of Arts, and students have the possibility also to choose some majors, so some fields and areas of specialization that they can focus on. So again, as you can see, just as an example, for graphic design and art direction, you can choose to focus on brand design, creative direction or visual design, interior product design, fashion design management, filmmaking, animation, game design, so different majors for the course. The same for postgraduate. So we have 2 years Master of Arts or 1 year academic master. So the offer is quite wide. We start from user experience design to fashion digital marketing, product and service design, new urban design, contemporary art markets, photography, creative media production. So we have different masters in different fields. And the summer courses. So these are 2-week intensive courses during the summer. A really nice opportunity to have like a taste of NABA, start having an idea about the academy and the city. Again, we have intensive course in the summer in Milan or Rome, or also 2 cities. So 1 week in Milan and 1 week in Rome. And I take the opportunity right now to tell you that we have an early bird reduction right now for students that decide to enroll within March 3rd. So I would like now to stop a bit and ask you something. So I would like to know more about you. So I would like to know okay, I guess you can see the question. What area of study do you like most? So if you are more for design, for fashion, for communication and graphic design, for media design and new technologies, for set design or visual arts. So just to know more about you. I see students answering. So let's wait some more minutes to see. Okay, so I can share the results. We have the majority interested in design and fashion design, but also communication, media design, and visual arts. Good. And another question for you. Let's see. Okay. What study level are you interested in? Are you more for a summer course, for a bachelor program, or a master program? Okay, I see answers coming. So great. So I see the majority of you are for bachelor, some of you for masters and for summer. Great. So we will see now how to apply for all these courses as well. Great, thank you. So we can go ahead. Okay, so I would like now to show you some students' project, because as I was telling you, projects are a really important part of our NABA methodology. So I would like to show you some examples of what kind of projects our students do, what kind of collaboration we do, so that we can give you an idea of what you will be working on if you will become a NABA student. So starting from the fashion field, this is a project that our students, both from the bachelor and for the masters, and both from Milan and Rome campus, did in collaboration with MacArthur Glen, which is the owner of 2 very important malls, one in the north of Italy, Serravalle, and the other near Rome, Castel Romano. And the idea of this project was to raise awareness about the issue of upcycling and recycling related to the fashion industry. So basically the students had to work on some second-hand clothes that the company gave them. So the company gave some garments, some clothes to the students, and the students had to give them a new life. So recreate a new collection. They had actually to create 2 capsule collections starting from that those clothes. And the really nice opportunity here is that the collection that were made by the student were exposed in 2 pop-up stores in the malls. So students could actually expose and show their work in the malls of MacArthurGlen. Another important event and another important moment for our fashion students is a NABA fashion event, a NABA fashion show that takes place every year. And this is an important moment because the best students can show their collection, can show their outfit, can work on the styling, on the organization of the event. And we invite talent scouts, we invite journalists, important personalities from the fashion industry. So this is a very important moment for our fashion students to show themselves. Let's change area to give an example about communication and graphic design. In this case, I would like to tell you about the project that our students from graphic design made in collaboration with San Benedetto, which is a really important Italian brand of beverage. And in this case, the company asked the students to promote 2 lines of iced tea, the regular line and the zero line. And the request was to give this product like a family feeling. So the students had to work on a real brief, had to meet the company request and follow the company brief and deliver their proposals for social campaigns. And in this case as well, the company selected the best proposals and they published the campaign on their Instagram and Facebook pages. So in this case, students, again, could see the real result of their work, can start experimenting what is the real job, so a real project with a real brief. Going to the design area, especially for interior and product design students, this is a project that we have done in collaboration with Frette, which is an historical Italian brand of bed sheet and linen for bedrooms. And here again, we have a sustainability topic because students had to reinterpret the waste material that the company gave them to recreate new objects that could be used outside the bedroom. So the company that produced a product for the bedroom, like linen and bedsheet, gave the waste to them and they had to create new objects starting from them. And the nice opportunity here is that the best project could be exposed during the International Design Week last year in Milan. Another project in another area again is about media design and new technology. A big brand, which is Porsche, asked our students from filmmaking and animation to create a video, so some commercial to promote their first electric car. So they had to create some videos and again give their proposal to the companies. And in this case, again, the selected project was published on the company's social networks, and students could see again the real result of their work. And the idea, of course, was to focus the attention on the environmental issues for the company that were producing the first electric car. A last example about visual arts, that I think it's interesting because when we think about painting or visual arts, we just think about galleries or museum. But in this case, the collaboration was done with a company, which is Yakult. I guess you know it. And the company asked our students to use art to communicate the idea of bacteria, which is the main element of the company, basically, because they produce yogurts. So the art and visual art students had to do artworks related to this topic and try to communicate the work of microbiology through art. We had an exhibition in NABA campus. We had a prize, a scholarship prize of €1,000, and an international jury that selected and awarded these works. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this project and could have an idea about what kind of works our students do. So how to become an NABA student? What is the application process? The main thing we evaluate for admission are basically your creativity. So your talent, your skills. We will ask you then for a portfolio. We will ask you to submit a portfolio for admission, or if you're applying for a bachelor and you don't have a portfolio yet, we can give you a project assignment, so a small task to develop to show your skills, together with the motivation letter. These are the main things we evaluate. Then we will ask you for your high school or university diploma and transcripts, your English or Italian certificate, and if you are applying for a master, also your curriculum. Once we get all the documents, and Petya and Skylines will help you in gathering everything, we will receive your application and we will give you a feedback about admission in around 1 week. Some words about tuition fees and intakes. We have 2 intakes during the year, one in October and one in February. And tuition fees for European students can be adjusted to different income brackets. What does it mean? That the standard international tuition fees is €19,500 per year, but European students have the possibility to lower these tuition fees according to the financial situation. So starting from a lower bracket of 7,860 for bachelor or 9,600 for master, we have different level up to the highest fee. For the 1 year academic master, we have 2 different tuitions according to your citizenship. I take the opportunity here to tell you that we currently have ongoing 2 scholarship competition. One for undergraduate programs, the deadline is the 17th of March, and one for postgraduate program, which deadline is next Monday, 27th. They are both based on the portfolio. So we will evaluate your portfolio. You should submit your full application, but the main evaluation will be on your portfolio to give you the scholarship. So I would like to ask you now a last question to know if you already have a portfolio. If yes, not yet, or if you are still working on it. And in case you need help, also both me or Skylines, we can always give you some tips about how to prepare the portfolio or telling you some advices for that. Okay, while I see the results, I see some of you has a portfolio. I guess these are the master students that already have been working on it. Some of you not yet or still working on it. Great. Thank you. So again, feel free to reach out if you need any help for portfolio preparation, both for the application and for the scholarship, of course. Okay, let's go ahead. Student services. So NABA students have access to different services. First of all, the career service, which is an important office for NABA students. We help you in finding an internship during the course. We help you for job placement after graduation. And the Career Service and this Industry Relation Office organizes many events during the year in collaboration with the industry, like the Talent Harbor, which is an event where we invite different personalities from companies in different fields to talk about their companies, followed by some recruiting days where we organize the job interviews with the companies. We help you with the career guidance, with your preparation and like making a personal branding of yourself to present yourself to the company. So we support you through all these steps. Then we have an international office for students that want to attend the semester abroad. During the program, there's also this possibility. We have partnership with many universities around the world. Housing office. So if you need help for accommodation, we have a collaboration with a housing office that will help you in finding an accommodation, normally with other students, but according to what you're looking for, they will help you also according to the budget you have. If you want to share the apartment with other students or just an apartment for you, we will help you to find the best solution. And we will give you also support for all the paperwork, which is not really academic related, but many times international students need help to settle down once they arrived. I don't know if you have, you will have to register, for example, to the municipality to open, if you need to open a bank account, if you need to do the public transportation card, all these kind of issues, we will help you for that. So you will not be alone once you will be here. And we also have like the funniest part, the student life office that organize cultural, recreational, and sport activities, trips, parties. So also that campus life part, which is really cool. Okay, so I would like to conclude now with two videos. One is the video of Mina Alexandrova, which is a Bulgarian student that can tell you more about her experience at NABA. I will open that here, okay?
My name is Mina Alexandrova. I'm from Bulgaria and I grew up in a very small city near the sea called Varna. I came here to Italy to study media design in NABA University. So I grew up, as I said, in a very small city near the sea called Varna, and I lived like the bohemian life there, going to the beaches, getting inspiration by the sea, by the nature. One day I discovered the world of cinema. It was a course that I decided to take, and I just fell in love and decided that there is another way to tell my stories, to express my creativity, and that's how it started. And so here I am, here in NABA University. And here in NABA, I've been a producer, I've been a camera operator, whatever you can think of. And it's really amazing how much practice there is. When I come to university, I thought, okay, maybe there'll be a lot of theory as every university, but it's not like that. It's all about practice, about communication, and about patience. And so I experienced a lot of stuff here. In the future, I would really love to come back to my country and show what I have, what my talents is. But also I have another dream to go to America and continue there as a director or screenwriter, just express my creativity through writing or through directing, just to see my creation on a screen. That's my dream.
Okay, so that was about a current student telling us about her experience and her future dreams. And then here we have a short video about an alumni. So in this case, this is a student from the Master in Design. She already graduated, and she is from Russia. And in just 3 years after graduation, she has realized more than 20 different projects in state museum and cultural institution in Russia, in her home country. So she had really a lot of opportunity. So we have, well, actually on YouTube, we have the full interview. We have now just an abstract to give you an idea. If you are interested, on the YouTube channel, you will find many interviews to NABA alumni stories if you are interested to listen to more testimonials.
Welcome to a new episode of NABA Meets Alumni. I am here today with Ksenia
Nuova. Great.
Good. How did you get to NABA?
I narrowed my choice to 3 universities here in Milan. I also did some short courses there. Happily had a chance to meet with Luca Pancellini, had an introduction talk with him, and just immediately understood where I belonged.
You graduate from NABA. And then what happened?
I did my thesis, the final project about exhibition design. It was great that in fact it was realized in Multimedia Art Museum in Moscow in 2018. Actually, what I really like in what I'm doing is that this area, the working with art, the museums, except the people with whom you work, it's very interesting in terms of research topics you take every time.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I just hope the next 5 years I will be able to investigate, to develop my professional skills further, to open new horizons, to develop some fascinating international cultural initiatives.
Okay, so again, you have the full interview if you want to watch it. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. And again, now we have some moments for question. If you have question, I will be happy to answer. And thank you.
Valentina, thank you so much. And yes, there are questions. I tried to reply to some of them. And the one that needs a little bit more information, I left for you, but I'm going to read them from the beginning.
Okay.
The first one is for the language certificate needed to join a program in Italian or in English. Is it a specific certificate that you need? For example, in Italian, is it CELI or you accept any other type? And for English, is it IELTS or else?
Okay, so for English, we need a B2 level. So any certificate, well, we have a list of accepted certificates. Normally, it's IELTS 5.0 or equivalent. So we accept different certificates. We can send you the list if you want, but in general, the level required is the IELTS 5.0 or B2. And the same for Italian, the level is B1.2. The CELI, yes, is accepted. We also accept other certificates. So in this case, if you already have the certificate, you can send it to us and we can check if it's accepted or not. Otherwise, we can send you the list of the accepted certificates.
And about the possibility to have a NABA test if they are missing a language certificate?
Yes, we have this possibility. This is not highly recommended just for a reason. The NABA test, students can sit a NABA test before the beginning of the program. But if you don't pass the test, you cannot access classes because we need to assess your English and language level before you can attend the classes, because we have to make sure you can understand what you are attending, no? So if you are sure about your level, you can sit the NABA test. Otherwise, I would suggest you to take it early, not to have last minute bad surprises, let's say, but this is an option, of course.
Yeah. What is the official deadline for application? And is there a certain time that no more applicants are accepted in the program?
Okay, so for European students, we don't have an exact date, like a fixed date, because you don't have visa issues. So normally until 1 month before the beginning of the program, but I would suggest to apply earlier, much earlier, because the classes are quite small, like maximum 25 or 30 people per classes. And we can open more groups, but once the group are closed, maybe you won't find any spot. So I would just suggest you not to be too late, but to start working on your application and as soon as you're already applying.
Thank you. And, to participate in the scholarship competition for the postgraduate program, the students are welcome with official university transcript rather than final diploma. So they should not wait to graduate officially from the bachelor, but to be in the latest year, right?
Yes, you have to be in the final year because you are applying for October 2023 intake. This is the scholarship now is for October 2023. So you should be in the final year. The transcripts are perfectly enough. And like, if you have any documents that is stating that you are in your final year, and then you will submit the final diploma once you will have it, of course. Yes.
Is there an official information on the website that students can check what are the partners of NABA for exchange semester abroad?
Yes, yes. On the website, there's a part dedicated for dedicated to international partnership. We have a list, and we can send it to you. I can send it. Yes.
The competition now, the scholarship competition, is open for intake now, September, October 2023.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What is essential for a successful portfolio for applying for a bachelor course?
Okay. So for bachelor, of course, we don't require you to have previous technical skills. You might not have any background and you will learn everything from the beginning. Actually, you are applying for a bachelor. So what we want you to show and what we want to see is your creativity, your personality, and your skills. So you should show what you can do, how you can do it, and who you are, especially who you are, how you express yourself, what are your ideas. So this is what we want to see.
Students are asking for more information about the summer courses. Can you please provide us with such?
Okay, yes, we have many different programs, so I will invite you to check them out on the website because the list of courses is really long. They are 2 weeks intensive course during the summer, so a session is made of 2 weeks course, and you can also combine more sessions. So do 2 weeks, 4 weeks, or 6 weeks in different fields of art, design, fashion. You can choose the city, Milan or Rome, or you can also choose to spend 1 week in Milan and 1 week in Rome, and you will work on basically one project because it's just 2 weeks. Related to the course you choose. We will help you to build a portfolio. So depending on the course, of the content is different. So I would tell you to check the course on the website, and then we can send you maybe the syllabi and the description. But the idea is to give you an intensive experience about art and design or fashion in Milan or Rome, also with field activities, trips in the city, and this kind of experience.
Thank you, Vale. There is a student who is interested about the language test. We spoke about NABA test. And what are the conditions to take it? Do you have to be already admitted or you take it before application?
No, you first have to submit your application, get the admission letter, and then for our admitted students, not only you have to be admitted, enroll, and then we will offer you this possibility. So just for students that have confirmed their place and decided to be our students, we'll have this kind of possibility before the intake begins.
Thank you. And a question for the master programs. How do you graduate from a Master of Arts program? Is it with a practical project or written thesis?
Okay, yes. You can choose. You can choose. For every student, both for bachelor and for master, in order to graduate, you will have to submit a final project. So this is something that is needed in order to get the graduation, the degree. And you will have some hours dedicated in your study plan for your project with the professor that will follow you on your project. According to the field and to the subjects you choose to do the project about, it should be a practical project or a thesis, an analysis, yes, a final thesis. This is up to you according to what you want to do.
Bringing you back to the portfolio questions,
yes.
You said about the essential things of it, but is there a specific format that you require the portfolio to be in? Is there anything specific for each program that you offer that students should include in the portfolio? And if a student doesn't have a portfolio, how can she receive the project assignment that you told us about?
Okay, so many points. So first of all, the format. We receive the portfolio normally by email, so it can be a PDF, it can be a website, it can be a link according to the way and the medium you prefer to show your projects. Project assignment. So for students that don't have a portfolio, the project assignment guidelines are mentioned in the application form. So for every subject, for every course, you have the guidelines for the task for application. And we have some guidelines for portfolio, of course, included in the application form as well. We will have a presentation about portfolio since these are very specific questions. Maybe I would invite you to attend our next presentation in April. Petya will give you then the details about portfolio preparation. So we will give you some tips, show you some examples about how to make the portfolio, so you can maybe have more details about that.
Thank you. Can you give us a little bit more information about how you determine the tuition fee, because the difference is quite big from the lowest to the maximum tuition fee, both for bachelor and master?
Yes, so actually it's not an easy calculation. You have to submit to the administration office a set of documents, of financial documents. Basically, it's the income declaration plus your property declaration about the property you have, the assets, so all the elements that compose your family financial situation. So income declaration, properties or investments, so on. Based on that, the administration does the calculation and will assign you the bracket. In this case as well, I would suggest you to contact Petya because she's a super expert in this field, especially for Bulgarian students, letting you know what kind of document you should prepare there.
Thank you, Valerie. And now connected with the previous question about the tuition fee, how much of the fees the scholarship covers for both bachelor and master students?
Very important question. So for undergraduate program, the scholarship price is up to 7,000 euro, calculated on the highest tuition fee. What does it mean? That in this case, the scholarship is calculated on the international student's tuition fee. If you plan to apply to the income bracket, and if you can estimate that your bracket will be lower, maybe it's useful to submit the financial document for income bracket and not the scholarship. While for master, the scholarship and prizes are calculated also on the income bracket. So we have different prices from 3,000 up to 7,000 euro on the tuition fees.
Thank you. Thank you. Is there a specific criteria for students with an IB diploma?
Yes, so students with an IB that attended an international school don't need to submit any language certificate because you have studied everything in English, so this is enough for the English part. And you have to obtain the final IB diploma, so not the certificate, but the diploma with the high level, and that's the requirement from the Italian Ministry of Education.
There is a student who is interested in summer courses, and it looks like he has received additional information with a specific question. I hope you don't mind to ask. You said that the courses are for 2 weeks. One session is 2 weeks. And is it only in the working days, like Monday, Friday, the tuition and course itself, and Saturday and Sunday are free for students, so they can enjoy the city and explore it? Or there are also activities in the weekends? And another question, because it looks like the student is under 18. Can you please give us a little bit more information? How can they enroll for a summer course if they are below 18?
Yes, so you can enroll even if you are underage, so you just have to submit your document, your application, and your parents have to sign the application. So yes, we can accept starting from 16 years old normally. For the other question, we have to check the calendar, but if I remember well, the students have the weekend free, so you can use the Saturday and Sunday to go around the city and then be back on class on Monday. But we will check it with the summer courses coordination, because I don't remember now the calendar for next year.
Thank you. Because you said about our next presentation for a portfolio, yes, students are asking when is going to be. Did you fix a date?
Did we fix a date? Yes, on the 6th, if I remember well, on the 6th of April. But I think we have the email address of all the participants right now, so we will send you the official invitation with the details about day, time, and the link to connect. Should be around the first week of April.
Before Easter holidays.
Yes, exactly.
Definitely. The question, do you offer the same degrees in Milan and Rome? Do students choose the city they prefer, or should they take anything else in consideration when making the choice?
Okay, yes, good question. So we don't have the same courses. So all the courses are run in Milan. Some courses are run in Rome. In Rome, we have 4 main departments, which are fashion, graphic design and communication, media design with film and making, and visual arts. Why? Basically, because the design program, which is the main program, which is not run in Rome and that is run in Milan, we decided to keep it in Milan because Milan is the main city for design, is really the capital for design. It's the city where the students can get the majority of the opportunity. So it makes sense to keep that course only in Milan. While for the rest of the programs, you can choose the city. The course is exactly the same. So it's based on the city you prefer. The city is different. So of course, in this sense, the experience can be different because the kind of collaboration and people you meet will be different, but the content of the program is the same.
And are students allowed to work during their education at NABA? And is it really possible to work while studying?
So yes, you are allowed in terms of possibility, like legal possibility, up to 20 hours per week. We don't suggest the student in general to work because the programs are full-time programs. So you will be very busy, especially in the project delivery moments. You will need a lot of time to work on projects, not only for classes, but also for your individual study, for projects, or many times the professor will invite you to extracurricular activities. I don't know, they go to a field trip, to a museum, to an exhibition, to the fashion show. So you have also a lot of possibilities that are not mandatory, but that you can take advantage of while you are here. So that's why we suggest you to take this as an investment and focus on the program. Then, if you want to work in the weekends, you can do it.
Thank you. So far, there are no more questions. Yeah, so I will just take the opportunity to say a few words in Bulgarian. Yes. So students are really welcome to ask their questions in both Bulgarian or English. Because I was so excited in the beginning for our presentation, and also because I saw people joining that I'm currently working with. So I just want to again present Skylines and myself in Bulgarian. I hope you don't mind to tell them what our services are.
Sure.
И така отново да кажа кои сме ние и какво правим. Skylines, както споменах и в началото, е официален представител на NABA за България и нашите услуги по време на целия кандидат-студентски процес са напълно безплатни. Тоест, вие може да се свържете с нас още преди да сте направили избора за конкретната специалност, за която искате да кандидатствате. Можем заедно да разгледаме различните варианти, които академията предлага, както и всяка една от специализациите вътре в самата програма. При нужда от допълнителна информация винаги можем да направим индивидуална среща с Валентина, с нейните колеги, за да ни предоставят нужната информация и помощ, ако имаме нужда от такава. Skylines съдейства и в процеса на изготвянето на мотивационното писмо и портфолиото, които, както разбрахте, са едни от основните елементи за успешен прием в академията. И след такъв, съответно, съдействаме при подготовката и изпращането на финансовите документи, за да се определи и таксата ви за обучение в избраната програма. Така че съветвам ви, ако имате някакви въпроси, да се обръщате към нас. Разбира се, Валентина също е на разположение. Редовно правим срещи, за да можем да сме от максимална помощ на студентите. Имате нашите координати и ще се радвам да работим заедно с всеки един от вас. На 6 април е следващата ни среща, но ще получите допълнителна информация за това, както ще получите линки към уебинара на NABA за портфолио. И имаме и Facebook група, в която публикуваме ежедневно интересна информация и споделяме новини. Всичко това ще получите в рамките на утрешния ден, надявам се най-късно до четвъртък на обяд, с запис от тази презентация. И така че ако имате някакви въпроси, ние сме на разположение. Аз съм Петя от Skylines, Валентина също винаги откликва и ще се радваме да бъдем от помощ. Vale, it took a little bit more time, sorry.
Fantastic, don't worry.
Yeah, so
okay.
I don't see any more questions, but I invited the students to reach me and you whenever they need any help or they have any doubts about the program.
Exactly, also.
That I would really like to thank you for your time, for this nice presentation and for your availability in general. Thank you, Valentina.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. And yes, again, feel free to reach out not only for the program, but also if you need help for application, for portfolio, and we will send you the details about the next presentation about that as well. Thank you, Petya. Thank you, everybody. I wish you a nice evening and, well, hope to see you again soon. Okay.
Благодаря ви. Лека вечер.
Bye-bye.